The rumors started as a whisper. Then they became a roar. Bryson DeChambeau, the face of LIV Golf, the man who took $125 million to defect from the PGA Tour, the most vocal defender of the Saudi-backed league, might be leaving. The golf world has exploded. Social media is on fire. The speculation is out of control. Sources close to DeChambeau have revealed that he is unhappy with the direction of LIV Golf. Financial troubles, leadership battles, an uncertain future. The league that promised to revolutionize the sport is now on shaky ground, and its biggest star may be the first to jump ship. Could Bryson DeChambeau really leave LIV Golf? Where would he go? Back to the PGA Tour? To a new league? To retirement? The answers are more shocking than you can imagine. This is not a rumor. This is a real possibility, and it could change everything. For more coverage in golf, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Bryson DeChambeau has been the face of LIV Golf since he signed his record-breaking contract in 2022. He was the prize, catch, the young star, the future of the league. He gave countless interviews defending LIV. He recruited other players. He called the PGA Tour corrupt and dying. He was all in. But now, sources say, he is having second thoughts. The problems at LIV Golf have been building for months. The Saudi Public Investment Fund, which has poured over $2 billion into the league, is reconsidering its commitment. The fund is losing patience. The league has not turned a profit. The ratings are low. The attendance is sparse. The sponsors are hesitant. The future is uncertain. DeChambeau's contract runs through 2026. He is guaranteed millions. But guaranteed contracts are only as good as the entity backing them. If LIV Golf collapses, his contract could become worthless. He would be left with nothing. That is a terrifying prospect for any player. For DeChambeau, who has built his brand around LIV, it is a nightmare. The relationship between DeChambeau and LIV leadership has reportedly soured. He is unhappy with the direction of the league. He feels that the leadership is not listening to the players. He feels that the league is not marketing itself effectively. He feels that his value is being wasted. The frustration has been building. The breaking point may be near. DeChambeau has also been watching the PGA Tour. The tour is thriving. The ratings are up. The purses are high. The competition is fierce. The players who stayed are being rewarded. The sponsors are returning. The future is bright. DeChambeau may be wondering if he made the wrong choice. The golf world is buzzing with speculation. Some believe that DeChambeau is already in secret talks with the PGA Tour. Others believe that he is planning to start his own league. A few believe that he is simply posturing for a better contract from LIV. The truth is still unclear, but the possibility of him leaving is real. DeChambeau has not commented publicly. His agent has not returned calls. His social media accounts are quiet. The silence is deafening. It is also strategic. DeChambeau is a smart businessman. He knows that silence creates leverage. He knows that speculation drives up his value. He is using the media to his advantage. The PGA Tour is watching closely. Officials have not commented, but privately, they are preparing. They know that the return of LIV players is inevitable. They are planning how to handle it. Suspensions, fines, apologies. The tour wants to be seen as strong, but it also wants the stars back. To understand why Bryson DeChambeau might leave LIV Golf, we need to understand the state of the league. The past year has been brutal. The Saudi money is not infinite. The investors are losing patience. The league is bleeding cash, and the players are getting nervous. The financial problems are real. LIV Golf has never turned a profit. It has never come close. The league generates revenue from television contracts, ticket sales, and sponsorships. But those revenue streams are tiny compared to the costs. The player salaries alone are over $500 million per year. Revenue fiscari another $500 million per year. Revenue fiscari another $100 million. The marketing and legal costs add tens of millions more. The league loses hundreds of millions of dollars every season. The Saudi fund was willing to absorb those losses. It viewed LIV Golf as a long-term investment. It believed that the league would eventually become profitable. It believed that the PGA Tour would eventually collapse. It believed that golf fans would eventually embrace the new product. None of those beliefs have been validated. The television ratings are a disaster. LIV Golf events draw a fraction of the audience that PGA Tour events draw. The final round of a typical LIV event might attract 200,000 viewers. The final round of a typical PGA Tour event attracts 2 million. The difference is staggering. Advertisers notice. They are not willing to pay top dollar for LIV broadcasts. The ticket sales are also disappointing. LIV Golf has tried to create a festive atmosphere at its events. Music, food, entertainment. But the crowds are still small. The average attendance is around 10,000 per day. That is less than half of what a typical PGA Tour event draws. The fans are not showing up. The sponsors are hesitant. Some of the biggest names in golf equipment have refused to associate with LIV. Titleist, Callaway, TaylorMade. They have stayed with the PGA Tour. The sponsors that have signed with LIV are mostly smaller companies or companies with ties to Saudi Arabia. The sponsorship revenue is a fraction of what the league needs. The players are noticing. They signed contracts expecting stability. They expected the league to grow. They expected the money to keep flowing. Instead, they are seeing cutbacks. They are hearing rumors. They are getting nervous. Some have already started exploring their options. DeChambeau is not alone. Other LIV players are also considering their futures. Phil Mickelson has hinted at retirement. Brooks Koepka has been quiet. Dustin Johnson has been non-committal. The unity that once defined LIV Golf is fraying. The players are looking out for themselves. The Saudi fund has not made a final decision. But the clock is ticking. The league needs to show progress. It needs to prove that it can survive. If it cannot, the investors will pull the plug. And the players will be left scrambling. The reaction to the news that Bryson DeChambeau might leave LIV Golf has been swift and intense. The golf world is divided. Fans, players, and pundits have all weighed in. The debate has spilled beyond golf into mainstream media. Everyone has an opinion, and no one knows for sure what will happen. Let us start with the fans. Social media is flooded with messages. Some fans would welcome DeChambeau back to the PGA Tour. "I miss watching Bryson compete against the best," one fan wrote. "Bring him home." Other fans are skeptical. "He made his choice. He took the money. He should live with the consequences." A few fans are simply confused. "I thought LIV was the future. What happened?" The players have been more circumspect. Most have refused to comment. They do not want to get involved. They do not want to speculate. But a few have spoken. One anonymous PGA Tour player told Golfix, "I would welcome Bryson back. He is a great player. The tour is better with him in it." Another player said, "He burned a lot of bridges. It will not be easy for him to come back." The media has been in overdrive. Every golf outlet has published a story. Every podcast has dedicated an episode. Every television show has booked guests. The consensus is that DeChambeau's departure from LIV would be a seismic event. The league would lose its biggest star. The PGA Tour would gain a major attraction. The balance of power would shift. The most interesting reaction came from a surprising source, Greg Norman. The LIV Golf CEO was asked about the rumors during a brief appearance. "Bryson is under contract," Norman said. "He is a valuable member of the LIV family. We expect him to honor his commitment." The statement was defensive. It did not deny the rumors. It simply stated the facts. The PGA Tour has not commented officially, but sources say that officials are intrigued. They have not forgotten DeChambeau's past criticism, but they are willing to listen. The tour needs stars. DeChambeau is a star. A return would be a massive story. DeChambeau himself has added to the speculation with a cryptic social media post. He wrote, "Change is coming, stay tuned." The post was liked and shared hundreds of thousands of times. Fans tried to decode its meaning. Was he referring to LIV? To the PGA Tour? To his own career? No one knew for sure. The golf world is on edge. The possibility of DeChambeau leaving LIV is no longer a fantasy. It is a real possibility. The negotiations are ongoing. The decisions are being made. The future of professional golf hangs in the balance. What would Bryson DeChambeau's departure from LIV Golf look like? The process would be complicated. The legal battles would be intense. The outcomes would be uncertain. Let us examine the most likely scenarios. First, DeChambeau would have to negotiate a buyout. His LIV contract is worth over $125 million. He cannot simply walk away. He would have to reach an agreement with the league. That would involve lawyers. That would involve money. That would involve time. The negotiations could take months. Second, DeChambeau would have to apply for reinstatement to the PGA Tour. The tour's rules are strict. Players who left for LIV must serve a suspension. They must repay a portion of their signing bonuses. They must issue a public apology. The tour wants to send a message. Defection has consequences. Third, DeChambeau would have to deal with the backlash. Not everyone wants him back. Some fans will boo. Some players will criticize. The media will not let him forget his past comments. He will have to earn back trust. It will not be easy. Fourth, DeChambeau would have to rebuild his game. He has not competed regularly against the best players in the world. The level of competition on LIV is lower. He would need time to adjust. He would need to prove that he still belongs. Fifth, DeChambeau would have to decide what he wants. Does he want to return to the PGA Tour? Does he want to start his own league? Does he want to retire? The answer is not clear. He may not know himself. The legal obstacles are significant. DeChambeau's LIV contract includes a non-compete clause. That clause prevents him from joining any rival league for a period of time. The PGA Tour is a rival league. He would have to challenge the clause in court. That would take time and money. The outcome is uncertain. The financial obstacles are also significant. DeChambeau has spent a portion of his signing bonus. He would have to repay a substantial sum. The PGA Tour's reinstatement requirements are designed to be punishing. DeChambeau would have to write a very large check. The personal obstacles are the hardest. DeChambeau has burned bridges. He called the PGA Tour corrupt. He called the commissioner a liar. He said the tour was dying. Those words have consequences. He will have to face the people he criticized. He will have to apologize. That takes courage. DeChambeau is not afraid of challenges. He has overcome obstacles before. He changed his swing. He changed his body. He changed his career. He can change again. The question is whether he wants to. So what happens next? Bryson DeChambeau may leave LIV Golf. The golf world is exploding. The speculation is endless, but the future is still uncertain. Let us examine 3 possible outcomes. Outcome 1. DeChambeau returns to the PGA Tour. He negotiates a buyout with LIV. He applies for reinstatement. He serves a suspension. He pays a fine. He issues an apology. He returns to competition. The golf world is divided. Some cheer, some boo, but he plays. He competes. He wins. This is the most dramatic outcome. It is also the most likely outcome. 2. DeChambeau stays with LIV Golf. The Saudi fund continues funding the league. The players stay loyal. The league survives. DeChambeau remains the face of LIV. He never returns to the PGA Tour. This outcome is less likely. The LIV experiment is failing. The money is drying up. The players are leaving. DeChambeau would be foolish to tie his future to a sinking ship. Outcome 3. DeChambeau starts his own league. He has hinted at this possibility. He has the vision. He has the connections. He has the ambition. He could create something new, something different, something better. This outcome is the most surprising. It is also the most uncertain. Starting a league is difficult. DeChambeau may not succeed. Which outcome will occur? According to sources close to DeChambeau, outcome 1 is the current frontrunner. Bryson wants to come back, a source told Golfix. He misses the PGA Tour. He misses the competition. He misses the fans. He is willing to do what it takes. He is willing to serve a suspension. He is willing to apologize. He is willing to give up money. He just wants to play. The PGA Tour is listening. Officials have not commented publicly, but privately, they are preparing. They are considering how to handle the return of LIV players. They want to be fair. They also want to be firm. The tour cannot be seen as weak, but it also cannot be seen as vindictive. The balance is delicate. The golf world is watching. The rumors are flying. The speculation is out of control. But one thing is certain. Bryson DeChambeau is not done making headlines. He is the most unpredictable figure in golf. He has surprised us before. He will surprise us again. Could Bryson DeChambeau leave LIV Golf? The answer is yes. Could he return to the PGA Tour? The answer is also yes. Could he do something completely unexpected? Absolutely. That is who he is. That is what makes him fascinating. The golf world has exploded. The drama is just beginning. Stay tuned. For more coverage in golf, subscribe and hit the notification bell.